the Act of Self-Determination, ironically called the Act of Free Choice. And there is no doubt that by 1969, self-determination was a legal right. There is no doubt that in 1969, West Papua had a legal right to self-determination. So the second issue is, was that right somehow exercised and therefore lost in the 1969 Act of Free Choice? And the answer is no. International law, again, sets very strict requirements for exercising self-determination. There are three options: independence, which is full sovereignty; free association, which is limited sovereignty, and therefore some conditions are necessary for ensuring that the decision is adequate, is correct, is legitimate; and integration. Integration is a complete surrender of sovereignty. And therefore, the United Nations General Assembly set very, very strict conditions for ensuring that the peoples who made this decision were doing so knowing what they were doing. You had to have advanced self-government, free political institutions, full information. There had to be adult suffrage, universal adult suffrage, and the freely expressed wishes of the territory's people. This was set out in a resolution, 1541, which was passed the day after the declaration that I referred to earlier. And this resolution interpreted Article 73 of the United Nations Charter, and it definitely stated a rule of international law. Perhaps we could just consider what actually happened in the Act of Free Choice. 1,026 people were handpicked by the Indonesian government, less than 0.2% of the population. That is certainly not universal adult suffrage, and that alone would invalidate the Act of Free Choice. The freely expressed wishes of the territory's people. There was no vote by the 1,026 people. They had to reach decisions by a Japanese system known as musyawarah, consensus, which does not allow dissent or opposition. This discussion took place in the presence of the army, the information services, and the government. Not only did it take place in front of members of the government, but they told them what to decide. The Papuan representatives were told they had no choice, that West Papua was already Indonesian. This is a blatant violation of Resolution 1541 and the rules of international law. The other conditions I mentioned were also violated. But time is short and I would like to move on to the rest of it. In passing, though, we should note that other legal commentators, when they've written on the subject, have described the Act of Free Choice as spurious, a pro forma exercise, a charade, a betrayal of the principle of self-determination. I would say that under international